President Trump is demanding that we get rid of the federal income tax. This could save millions of Americans thousands of dollars every single year. But some are wondering, is this actually going to happen? Well, we'll talk about that in a moment. Others are asking one question, okay? One question that they're asking more than anything else in regards to eliminating the federal income tax is, will this actually happen in this administration? Here's what I can tell you. According to multiple reports, the Trump administration understands this is going to be a very tall task. This is likely or unlikely to happen, but the speculation right now is that President Trump is throwing these ideas out there. He's throwing the mud at the wall, hoping something's going to stick. Well, there's a couple things that have stuck. The $2,000 tariff rebate checks have stuck, and eliminating some form of taxes or reducing the tax to almost nothing. I want you to listen to what President Trump has to say, okay? Listen to this clip and then we'll discuss it.
President Trump isn't just talking about tax relief. He's talking about rewriting the whole tax code.
Next year is projected to be the largest tax refund season ever, and we're going to be giving back refunds out of the tariffs because we've taken in literally trillions of dollars, and we're going to be giving a nice dividend to the people. The money we're taking in is so great, it's so enormous, that you're not going to have income tax to pay. Whether you get rid of it or just keep it around for fun or have it really low, much lower than it is now, but you won't be paying income tax.
Okay, so what he just said, that we will be bringing in so much tariff revenue, we can get rid of income tax. Or we can keep it around just for fun, or it can be very low compared to what we are paying right now. That right there is the key. Because according to many experts, the Trump administration or any administration is going to have a difficult time, and rather an almost impossible time, to eliminate federal income taxes on every single American. But with that said, look what President Trump has done, okay? Let me just run this by you again. You probably already know it, okay? This is from July 9th. It says, it's official. No tax on tips and no tax on overtime through 2028. The president, through the one big beautiful bill, was able to get no tax on tips and no tax on overtime through 2028. Here's what's interesting about President Trump's push for no tax on, or no federal income tax for the American people, is that this is likely not going to encompass every single American in the United States. It would only pertain to those that make over a certain amount of money. But what is that figure? What is that dollar amount? Well, this is what I want to show you right here. So in the no tax on tips, and really the no tax on overtime as well, it says right here, okay, that I'll read the whole thing. Effective the tax year starting January 1st, 2025, which is where we're at, employees who customarily and regularly receive tips on or before December 31st, 2024, as provided by the Secretary, the Act mandates the Secretary of the Treasury or the Secretary's delegate to publish a list of occupations which customarily and regularly receive tips on or before December 31st, 2024. They will be able to deduct up to $25,000 in tips from their income, subject to federal income tax. Okay, here's the income though. This amount is reduced by $100 for each $1,000 by which the taxpayer's modified adjusted gross income exceeds $150,000 or $300,000 in the case of a joint return. So, individuals that make less than $150,000 or couples filing jointly who make less than $300,000. Those will be the cutoffs, likely. Now, here's where things get very interesting. Based off what we've been hearing, we are not going to see federal income taxes become eliminated for many different reasons. Here's one right here. It says eliminating taxation of Social Security benefits would be unwise. This would only increase the likelihood or speed up the insolvency for Social Security, which is another issue that millions of Americans are currently having, and an issue that Congress has to face at some point. Because by December of 2032, it would become insolvent, meaning 70 million Americans, I believe it's like 72.5 million, would actually see a cut of about 23% right off the top. That right there could cripple millions of Americans, cripple the economy as well. Now, here's where things are getting interesting. It says right here, President Trump thinks tariff revenue could replace individual income tax. Well, individuals are weighing in on this, and they believe that it's not necessarily the case, okay? I want to show you something. Look at this chart right here. It says, this is the 100% pie chart. We got individual income tax, 2.7 trillion. We got Social Security and Medicare taxes, 1.7 trillion. We got corporate income tax, 452 billion. We got tariffs at 195 billion, and other at 183 billion. Obviously, if we get rid of the individual income taxes, that's $2.7 trillion. That is so far from what we currently have in tariff revenue. Okay? I want to play something else for you. Listen to this right here, and again, we're going to discuss it because what they are talking about is key. Because the Trump administration likely doesn't have the ability and doesn't have the power in the Senate or the House either to pass something this substantial. Okay? But here's the key. We are likely going to see larger tax increases very soon if tariff revenue does exactly what the Trump administration is saying it's going to do. We will likely see much larger tax refunds at the end of the year. Listen to this go, okay? Listen right here.
Why half of the country doesn't pay any income taxes.
True.
So why have this vast monstrosity of forcing them to fill out paperwork and file, and then you get a refund, and there's something that he is piecing together here, and it's not quite coming out, but well, I sense something.
So just what she said, that President Trump is putting these ideas out there, and eventually he's going to piece them all together. We don't know how, we don't know when, we don't know who it's going to benefit, but that's likely what he's doing, because that's exactly what he always does. Here's the thing though. She just said roughly half of all Americans, they don't pay anything in taxes. Let me just give you this. For tax year 2022, 68% of federal returns resulted in a refund. So all these millions of people pay, or pretty much paid every single paycheck, they paid a small amount into income tax. Okay, and at the end of the year, 68% of those people received a refund. Here's the thing. Why do we go through all that work? Okay? Why do we do all that work? And some people, and I've talked about this before, and I even mentioned a person last year that commented and said, why would I need to file taxes? It's going to cost me $250 to file my taxes with this one person, and I'm only going to get about $180 back. Why is it even worth it? Why would I go and file my taxes when I'm going to have to pay $70 in excess of what I'm going to get? That makes no sense financially. And it's true. I want to keep playing this though. Listen to this.
I sense things too. Look, I want to just stop and celebrate the fact that in the White House you have a president saying, let's get rid of the income tax, because you would not have had that under the previous president. They wanted to double down. Actually, they wanted to make it worse by doing wealth taxes. So I like the idea of no income tax. I like better, and you've mentioned this before, because tariffs are sort of this, I like a consumption tax better than an income tax, because I'd rather tax consumption than work and investment. So the president is putting out, I think, a great idea in principle. I don't think it's going to happen. I agree it's not going to happen. It's not realistic. I don't think, and again, this is sort of my non-lawyer analysis of what's going to happen with the Supreme Court. I don't think a lot of his IEEPA tariffs are going to stand. I don't think that's a big problem for him because he's got other ways to do it. But I do like the one thing he's doing here that I think is super important, because they haven't done enough this year, is they're saying, wait until you start to get your refunds from the big, beautiful law, the big, beautiful bill, because it is going to be big. You're going to feel it. And it's going to change your whole tax picture for the coming year, which is why you got guys like Kevin Hassett and Scott Bessent saying 2026 is going to be a bonanza. So from the president's lips to God's ears, no income tax. I don't know if the Lord's going to answer that prayer just now, but it's a great idea.
So there you go. So again, more people think this isn't going to happen, but just wait until President Trump and his one big beautiful bill, this actually works in our favor, and we see millions of Americans see the largest tax refund that they will ever see. It's coming in just a matter of months. So we'll see what happens moving forward, but that is what we know as of right now. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.